So if you're in a tight spot financially at the moment, you have probably learned some great strategies on how to make your money stretch to be able to have the basics like keeping a roof over your head, keeping food on the table, and keeping the basic bills paid. But at the same time, you have probably adopted what is called a scarcity mindset. The fear from just scraping by has probably got you thinking things like, I just don't see how I'm ever going to be able to have more money than what I have right now. Or there just isn't enough for me to make any inroads with saving for anything that will make a difference. So these are the kinds of things that I used to say to myself. I was in survival mode, and it was such an incredibly stressful place to be. My day-to-day life back then just seemed to get progressively worse over time, and I couldn't see a way to dig myself out of the financial hole that I found myself in. I'd heard about the book The Secret, and I totally took a hold of the belief about the law of attraction. But like a lot of people, I thought that my job was just to send out a positive statement, a positive message, a positive wish to the universe about what it was that I wanted in my life, and to let it go and leave it there with the universe to bring that into my life, to manifest that into my life. So I know I'm not alone in this. This is, it's kind of like, having that wish, that desire that you'll win the lottery, that you'll win Tats Lotto, and that your problems will all magically disappear. So what I didn't realize is that this was only one step in a series of steps that I needed to take to manifest the things that I wanted. So Napoleon Hill's book speaks about these steps in great detail, and that's what I want to share with you through a series of recordings on the Tiaras Tears and Triumphs podcast. I recently heard someone describe the law of attraction in a way that really made sense to me. She described it as being like ordering something online. So, just to give you an example, it's like ordering, maybe going to Amazon. When you go to Amazon, the Amazon site, you'll type in keywords into the search area. And the more detailed that you get with your description, the more likely you are to find exactly what you want. So you might get really specific and it might come up straight up and be the first thing there. So let's just say, for example, that it's a women's rockabilly blue, navy blue, and white polka dot dress that you're wanting to search for. So you type in all those words and you'll get items that will come up on your screen ready for you to select and order. So you'll have options there about what might be the thing that you want. But if you're looking for that dress and you only put into your search and you just put in blue dress, you're going to get dresses in all sorts of styles. You're going to get a ton more because you haven't been clear enough about what it is that you were looking for. There'll be so many, you'll be overwhelmed. And, like you may never find that navy blue rockabilly, dress with white polka dots on it because you haven't been specific. You'll be getting blue dresses that are different styles, different lengths, different patterns, and you might even find that you're getting dolls' dresses or children's dresses that are coming up in the feed as well because you haven't gotten specific enough to have the dress, the type of dress that you're actually looking for, come up. So that's the first thing. That's why, when you are wishing for something new to come into your life, or desirous of having something new come into your life, the more specific you can get with it, the better. So if you're really vague and you say, I want more money, um, like, what is that? What does more money mean to you? How much money do you want? Like, when are you expecting to receive that money? What do you need that money for specifically? So you've got to get much more specific about what it is that you want, more definite. And the more definite you become with what you want, the easier it is going to be for you to source that thing, because it'll present itself to you more easily, because you've been very clear about what it is that you're looking for. So that's the first thing. When it comes to the law of attraction, the more specific you can get with the thing that you would like to bring into your reach, and I'm using the word reach for a reason, okay, the better. So give your desire as much detail as you possibly can. That's the reason why you need to get very specific. Okay, the next step that you have to take with the law of attraction that doesn't get talked about enough is that you need to physically engage. So when I said it's out of your reach, you've actually got to reach for it. You can't sit there and wait for it to be handed to you on a silver platter. Okay, you actually need to do something to be able to get that thing into your life. So otherwise, you're not going to be able to start processing that order. So let's go back to that example with that cute little women's rockabilly blue and white polka dot dress that I was talking about. So let's say you type that into your search and you got 10 different dresses that came up from 10 different sellers. Okay. And that was your selection to choose from. You see one, you spot one that you really, really like, and you're like, oh, I love this dress. It's so cute. I love it. And the next thing you do, you can't just go and order. First of all, you need to select your size, and because it's not enough to just click and say, send me a dress, although some dresses are one size fits all, but this is a rockabilly dress. This has got, like, a waist, and you need to know what size you are. You need to order that dress in your size. So that it has to be sized. You have to have that knowledge so that it's going to be the right fit for you. You can't, otherwise you'll click order and you'll get a dress, but it probably won't fit you at the end of the day, and it's not going to be any good to you. So after you've selected the size, you need to start to select the number of dresses that you want. So you can't just go and order randomly and it's going to send you 10 dresses when you only wanted one dress. So if it's one dress just for you, you need to select that number. Then if you're ready to process your order, you need to go to the shopping cart to check out, and you need to do a few things in that area. You need to enter your details. So it needs to know your name. It needs to know your address, where it's going to be delivered. And you need to provide your payment details in there as well. So you can see there you have a part every step of the way in this world, in this life, in ordering your dress. Otherwise, you're not going to get that dress. You need to engage with that. You need to reach out for it. You need to click, click, click before you're going to have that dress be put in the post to you and before it arrives on your doorstep. So life is like that with anything that you want to manifest into your life with the law of attraction. The more you engage with every step of the process, the faster your delivery can make its way to you. there are many different things. If you skip the steps, that you will never ever see your order. It won't arrive. It won't get through to you. So that's what it's like with the law of attraction, and that's why we need to actually engage with the process ourselves. The universe, it's like that big Amazon warehouse, and it's up to us to be absolutely crystal clear about what we want to order and to complete all the necessary steps in the ordering process to enable the universe to ship our order to us. So it's not just a matter of thinking about wanting that dress. It's about actively searching for that dress. It's about getting very specific about the dress that you're searching for. And then it's a whole lot of other really detailed specifications that you need to be clear on in order for that thing that you are desirous of to actually make its way to you. So that's the first part, okay? And even after listening to this, you might have think, I've tried all of that, and I followed those steps so many times, but I still don't get the things that I want. And if this is happening to you, this is probably what's happening, okay? So you get into this dreamy mode where you are allowing yourself to dream about the good things that you want in life again. Maybe you've been invited, so we're going back to our cute little rockabilly dress scenario, okay? And so you've just received an invitation to go to a rock and roll dance, and you start fantasizing about wearing a cute little rockabilly navy blue dress with those cute little white polka dots, and you can see yourself there at the rock and roll dance. You can see yourself wearing this cute little dress, and you're looking and you're feeling great, and you're just so excited. So you allow yourself to look online for the dress that you're dreaming about, okay? And then you get sidetracked because as you're doing your online search for your cute little dress, a message prompt comes up on your telephone that tells you, is a reminder that your car registration is due. And you throw your hands up in the air and you're like, that'd be right. There goes that wish. It's just like it always is. I want to get myself something nice, and in comes another bill. And that idea that I had, there you go. It's just flown out the window again. Okay. And you don't follow through with putting in an order for the dress. So effectively, you've stopped yourself and you've stopped that order with the universe from being able to get to you. And this can happen at any stage along that process that I talked about earlier, where you could do something, think something, say something, which cancels out the order. And it usually comes in the form of negative thoughts on what we believe to be true that cancels our thoughts out for something better. And the other thing that we keep doing the same, the other thing is that what happens a lot of time is that we'll keep doing the same thing over and over, and it keeps bringing us the same result. So we haven't picked up that what we need to do is we need to do something differently along the way that is stopping us. And basically, we keep making that same mistake over and over again, and it keeps repeating and attracting the same things to manifest in our lives. So for us to attract and manifest something better in our lives, we need to start going about doing things differently. And it really means that we have to do our part. We can't just wish for it to change. we're creatures of habit, and we need to form new habits that are going to be sending us and sending the universe the right messages. So the other thing that I didn't understand about the law of attraction, which is something really crucial for everybody to understand about the law of attraction, is that the law, it is actually working all of the time. Don't think it's not working because you're not receiving the positive things that you want. Understand that if you're receiving negative things in your life, that it's still working, and it's reflective of those negative thoughts and beliefs that you have. The law of attraction is energized by our thoughts and our beliefs and our actions. Okay, thoughts and beliefs are truly, truly powerful things. What we think, what we believe, what we say, they're all very powerful manifesting tools in our lives. So if the law of attraction isn't working in your favor, then take a step back and take a look at what your thoughts, your beliefs, and your words are, and how that could be impacting on what you are attracting into your life right now. If you're thinking and believing things that are negative, then negative energy is playing out in the law of attraction and manifesting more of the things that are making you feel so miserable. The good news is that you can turn this around. You can, if and when you're ready. I'm not alone in placing great importance, great value, great worth in understanding the principles of how to think and grow rich. I want you to be able to have the expertise, the wisdom, and ultimately the belief that you too can transform your life into a life that is rich and rewarding, no matter what stage in your life you are at, and no matter how little you may currently have. As long as you breathe, you have life. As long as you have life, you have an opportunity to change your life for the better. So let's get started on how to think and grow rich. The book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill is